Put a finger down, Toxic Parents Edition. Put a finger down if they judge you for being who you are. Put a finger down if they act like they own you. Put a finger down if they require you to pay them back. Put a finger down if they always compare you to other people. Put a finger down if they don't respect your boundaries. Put a finger down if they make you feel guilty to control and manipulate you. Put a finger down if they create drama to get your attention. Put a finger down if they don't listen to you or they don't even talk to you unless they need something. Put a finger down if their love is conditional and it depends on what you give them. Put a finger down if they talk bad about you with other people. Put a finger down if they're very critical and they expect too much from you. Put a finger down if they treat you as their competition. Put a finger down if they give you all the responsibilities you can't even handle. Put a finger down if they don't appreciate your existence. Put a finger down if they always make you feel small like you're never enough. Put a finger down if they trigger your insecurities. Put a finger down if you're always afraid of them. Put a finger down if they don't support your dreams.
What's the most fucked up thing that your parents ever did to you and you still remember to this day?
This one really hurts. I can't even say it because I know I'm gonna cry. I was 7 years old and I was scared to sleep alone because I was scared of the dark, and I went to my parents' room. My dad got really upset that I woke him up in the middle of the night, and he carried me downstairs and he took all my clothes off, zip tied my arms and legs to a chair so that I couldn't move, and he whipped me with his belt as my mom watched. And that was the hardest thing. I replay it in my head and I ask, why? Why would someone teach their child like that? There was another time where my dad got angry at us for not coming home, and I was in 5th grade, for not coming home when he wanted us to, and he turned on a torch and threatened to burn me and my brother alive and kill us, and he said we're all dying today.
If child below 18, how child have own opinion? If child have food and water and roof, how child depressed? If child younger than I, how I wrong? If child come from me, why child not tell me everything? If child sound right and I sound wrong, how child not being disrespectful? Why child expect mutual respect? Child should just respect. If I raise voice out of nowhere, child should just listen. But if child return same energy, child being disrespectful. If child live with me, why child get privacy?
So my toxic mom just left for work, so we all know what that means.
Tell me you grew up in a toxic household without actually telling me you grew up in a...
I've never told anybody this, but the day that my best friend killed herself, my principal came in to get me from my class, and when he told me to grab all my stuff because he wasn't sure I'd be back, literally my heart sank to the bottom of my feet. I was so scared. And the reason for that was because literally the only thing that was on my mind was my parents. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what now? Did they finally, take it too far? I was so afraid. And he could tell by the look on my face, and he was like, oh, no, don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I was panicking that, honestly, my friend thing was probably the last thing I was thinking about. I should have been thinking about that, but in my mind, my parents have always been a constant thing, so that's what I thought of.
Now that was a lot of damage. Woo!
So basically, in the video, that girl was crying because she wanted to go inside of her room. Her parents locked her outside of her room from, I think, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And this girl is crying her eyes out. The fact that her birth mother and birth father, and I'm saying that to let y'all know what the fuck going on, is laughing at her down the steps saying, what the fuck is funny? That shit is not funny. This girl is crying out for help and you motherfuckers are laughing in this girl's face at that. We as people, fuck skin color, everything else, need to hold these parents accountable for the shit that they doing to these kids because it's traumatic. And in this video, you can see that that girl is crying her eyes out. That shit is traumatizing.
To me that these little motherfuckers born after 95.
It's funny to me that these parents born in the 70s and 80s really fucking think that their children owe them something for giving them life. Let me school you real quick, love, because you look a little young to be having some kids. First off, let me apologize to your children because you shouldn't have had kids. And you're right, abortion and adoption do exist. Why didn't you take either route if that's how you feel about being a parent? You chose to open up your legs to have kids, correct? Therefore, your children don't owe you a goddamn thing. Why the fuck do y'all black parents really think that your children owe you something for giving them life? We did not ask to be here. Because I guarantee if we knew that we were going to be treated like this once we got here, we would have definitely made sure that we didn't fucking get here. I'm really tired of y'all toxic ass black parents with y'all disgusting ass behavior. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Obviously, you've been traumatized and we're going to pray for you and pray that you will get the help that you need, which you probably aren't going to get. You're too stuck in your ways to see what the fuck you said was really fucking dumb. We don't owe you shit, love. Ain't none of us ungrateful. Stop trying to get praise for doing the bare minimum. It's your fucking job as a parent. The fuck?
If you don't think that children should be allowed to establish boundaries of any kind because they should only fear and respect you, you're setting them up for abusive relationships in the future and you're being a toxic parent.
Shit toxic Christians have said to me, part 11. I was helping out a young mom leave an abusive relationship. She happened to be the daughter of the racist preacher. Is my daughter at your house? Yes, her BF got drunk and tried to hit her, so she threw a soup can at him, and it gave him a black eye. So I picked her, and the baby up. They are staying with us for a while. That's unacceptable. I know. I can't believe he tried to lay hands on her. No, she had no right leaving him. It's her job to stay with him no matter what. Her job. That is her job as his wife. Her job is to be his punching bag. She should have thought about things before having a baby with him. Now that is unacceptable. Now I know why she called me, and not you, God says.
I got beat as a kid, but I mean, I turned out okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's play.
You know what's really sad about this video? When I first started talking about toxicity on here, a lot of y'all black parents were saying this. And it was really freaking scaring me. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, I got my ass up when I was younger. Y'all be fine. I'm 22 years old and I'm here to tell you I'm not fine. Getting my ass beat growing up was very scarring. Especially because I was such an obedient kid. Now I look back at the ass whoopings I used to get. I literally got my ass whooped for, you know, being a kid. Like, doing what kids do. My mom acted like she was never a kid, so there goes the ass whoopings. I got my ass beat for having a fake boyfriend in 5th grade. Like, fresh out the shower, ass whooping. My journal got read and everything. Like, let's talk about trust being violated. Can we stop normalizing beating our kids? Because it doesn't work. Like, there's got to be another alternative for discipline. Ass whoopings ain't it.
Emotionally damaging things you may have heard during childhood from your parents, part 2.
You're just doing that for attention. Do you know how much I sacrificed for you? You should be grateful. Stop crying. You're just like your father. I never said that. Should you be eating that? I love you, but sometimes I wish I never had kids. Just the silent treatment. Go give Grandma a kiss.
Ayo, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
I'll see you another time.
Alright.
That's alright, Cody. They don't care about Megan either.
The fuck you talking about?
Fuck! Did you just say fuck?
Yeah, I did. How dare you talk to me like that? I look after her every fucking day.
Get up. Do I speak to your mum like that?
I don't give a shit because my mum actually gives a shit about Megan.
I heard your conversation on the phone. No, she don't.
Mum, what do you mean?
Liar! She didn't even ask about Megan.
What?
Don't you dare talk to me.